everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Rachel and I'm an owner and craft educator here at Oak and Lamb. In today's video, we'll be discussing the differences between the types of vinyl. Now, if you're a Cricut beginner, this is one thing I really wish someone had told me. So if you're watching this and you're not a Cricut beginner, send this to someone who is to save them so much time, money, and heartache down the road. The two types of vinyl that you will need are heat transfer vinyl, which we call HTV, and regular adhesive vinyl. That's it. All the other vinyls are completely optional. These are the only two that you will actually need in your craft space. And let me tell you, the market is so oversaturated with brands and types that say they're only for specific things, or you can't use this with this. It's so confusing, and today we're going to take all the confusion out of it, share with you our favorite kinds, where you can get them, what not to use, and so much more. So I'm so excited to get started in this video. Like I said, the market is so saturated with different types, brands, kinds of vinyl, and it's really so unnecessary. You only need heat transfer vinyl, which we call HTV, like I mentioned, and regular adhesive vinyl. This is a roll of each. Now, these are our favorite brands of vinyl as well. I will link them down below, and we will be having some really fun comparison videos on vinyl types, comparing different brands head to head and letting you guys see which one we think comes out on top. Now, for right now though, before we film those videos, these are our favorite brands. And they have been for years, to be honest. We have done a lot of testing, have done a lot of comparing with brands, and these seem to always come out on top for us. So for HTV, which HTV stands for heat transfer vinyl, and this is what you will use for most of your fabric projects. You can use it on other things like wood, but we usually just stick with HTV for all of our cloth and fabric needs. And this is Caesar Easy Weed. This is a great brand of heat transfer vinyl. We like to buy it in these nice big bulk rolls, especially black and white, because again, if you're a beginner, you won't know this yet, but you're going to be using a lot of black and white vinyl. Now, moving on to regular adhesive vinyl, again, another bulk roll. This is Starcraft vinyl. Great brand. The colors are amazing. I do have some really cute swatch rings that I'm going to share with you guys so you can see the color options from these two brands of vinyl. Now, regular adhesive vinyl is what you'll use, I would say, most often. This can go on most surfaces. It can go on wood. It can go on glass, ceramic, plastic. This is what you'll see on the back of cars. This is what you'll see on phone cases. You can use this to put on your walls. I mean, there's a lot of different uses for regular adhesive vinyl, and really the sky's the limit with this. You'll see as you learn and you grow, but these are the only two types of vinyl that you will need. Now, one of the issues that I have with the oversaturated market of vinyl manufacturers and types is they try and get you to buy basically the same product but for different uses, because they want to make it seem like you can't use it for certain things. There is vinyl that is removable, vinyl that is permanent, vinyl that is supposed to be used only outdoors, vinyls that are only supposed to be used on cars. And honestly, this is my honest opinion, and it's not just like an opinion. This is really factual here. There is really no difference in any of those types of adhesive vinyl. The only difference that you will find is that some have a different type of adhesive or some have more adhesive. The one thing I want to drill through your brain in this video, there is no such thing as permanent vinyl. None whatsoever. Now, there is types of vinyl that are marketed as permanent that might do some damage to your freshly painted walls if you wanted to cover an entire wall in vinyl or something like that. But as far as normal everyday items go that you'll be applying vinyl to, you can remove them all. There is no vinyl that you will be able to use with your electronic cutting machine that you cannot remove yourself. I just wanted to throw that out there. There is premium outdoor vinyl, removable, like I said, permanent. They all are the same thing. If you get a really good brand of vinyl, you can use one brand, one kind, one type for all of those different uses. Do not let Cricut or other big brand names force you into thinking that you have to get different types of vinyl for all your different projects. It's just not true. So don't fall for that trap, I'm begging you. We use Starcraft premium adhesive for everything that we would need to use it for. We don't go out and get outdoor vinyl when we're using it outdoors. We don't go and get special permanent vinyl if we want this to stay on our car longer. We only use this, and having a really good brand of vinyl is gonna make that difference. If you go and get vinyl from the dollar store, it's not gonna hold up. It's not gonna last long. This is a really good quality brand of vinyl that's gonna last a really long time. Next is HTV. Now this is what we use. Like I said, it is Caesar Easy Weed, and this will always be more expensive than regular adhesive vinyl, and I'll tell you why. HTV comes with a built-in transfer sheet already on it, whereas regular adhesive vinyl, you have to buy other transfer sheets. So we like masking paper transfer tape or clear transfer tape. We use them both, but you will need something like that with this product. With this product, it is built in. If you've ever used HTV before, if you haven't, we have some training on it, so definitely check it out because this could sound confusing if you've never used it, but you have to mirror or flip your image every time you use HTV because of the built-in transfer sheet. There is a shiny side and a dull side to this, and the shiny side is the side where your transfer is on, and that is what you'll place on your mat. Because you're placing it transfer tape side down, your image has to be mirrored. That way when you peel it up from your mat, it is right side facing you. Again, it sounds super confusing right now. On the overhead camera, I'll share with you the differences of these, how they look, because that is another question we get all the time is, okay, I've bought a bunch of vinyl, but I can't tell the difference. How do I know if it's heat transfer vinyl? How do I know if it's regular vinyl? So I'll be able to give you some really true telltale signs on how to tell those apart. But for HTV, we love Caesar Easy Weed. It has the built-in transfer sheet with it. This is a fantastic brand. We've used other brands. Our least favorite brand of both of these, unfortunately, is Cricut. Again, we're gonna have some really fun videos coming out on ways that you guys can save money by not purchasing certain products or purchasing off-brand products to use with your machine. And one of those is vinyl. We don't recommend Cricut vinyl. It's not the best. It's really overpriced. The quality's not really there. So again, when you're buying a Cricut machine, your head automatically thinks, well, of course, the best vinyl to use with it would be the brand of the machine, Cricut. And again, I thought that for years. For years, I was using Cricut brand vinyl because I thought it was the best until I used another brand and realized that my head was in the sand. I was having project fail after project fail. I was not gaining my confidence. I would have 2 good projects, 3 bad projects, 2 good projects. It would be a nightmare. And then I found other brands, fell in love with them. I gained my confidence, and now I'm here to make sure that you guys gain your confidence as well and avoid the mistakes that I made as a Cricut beginner. So I do hope that these help you. As far as HTV is concerned, there's pretty much one solid product for it. Adhesive vinyl is definitely the most confusing of the two. Because again, they have different formulas that are supposedly for different things that you're supposed to purchase, which we know is not true. But with HTV, it's pretty much all the same. Now, not made the same. I don't mean that, because there are brands that work better than others, but I mean marketed for the same things. There's not HTV that's only for t-shirts or HTV that's only for onesies, if you know what I mean. It's kind of one formula for all the products. So it's much easier to decipher between HTV and vinyl in that regard whenever you're searching for them on the internet. And now let's talk about some physical differences. Now these differences are going to help you if you buy rolls and you unpackage them and you're not really sure what they are. This is what's going to help you decipher, what do I have in front of me? What has this bin full of? Is this HTV or is this regular adhesive vinyl? What is this? So this is what the rolls look like. They look pretty similar. You can see a little bit of a color difference here. And of course we've used more of our HTV than we have our vinyl, so you can see how much thicker that one is. But let's start with HTV, because this is gonna be the harder one to tell apart. So we're gonna remove our tape here, which is just keeping our roll intact. And I'm just gonna roll this out a bit. You can see it is black. There is a shinier side, which, believe it or not, this is the shinier side, this top here. And if you remember me talking about the transfer sheet, this is the transfer sheet. It is built in to this. And if you flip it over, this is a less shiny side. And again, you'll be able to tell that in person way more clearly. But the one telltale sign about vinyl, heat transfer vinyl, is it's not going to have any wording, any branding, or anything on it, because both sides are essential. So you will not see any branding on this. It will be solid color, solid color. Now, some really odd brands have like a color and then white, but again, you'll be able to feel the difference, and that is not very common. So I'm just letting you know, PSA, there are a couple of brands, but with this brand, which again is our favorite brand, Caesar Easy Weed, you don't have to worry about that. It's gonna be the solid color. So if it's blue on this side, it'll be blue on this side. If it's pink on this side, it'll be pink on this side. It'll just look a little bit duller on this side, since this is the actual material and this is the built-in transfer sheet. So another thing is it feels much different than regular vinyl. I don't want to say the word flimsy because that makes it seem cheap, but that's the only word that I can describe it. It feels more malleable, a little bit more flimsy, a little bit more foldable, and that is how you can tell the difference between vinyl, regular adhesive vinyl, and heat transfer vinyl. So I can feel this and know the difference. If I had my eyes closed and someone handed me a sheet, I would be able to tell the difference. But again, I've been doing this a very long time. You will get there as well. Looks aren't the only thing. You can be able to feel this and tell. So there are a lot of different ways that you can differentiate between regular adhesive vinyl and heat transfer vinyl. So I'm going to leave that to the side right there as we talk about our regular vinyl. Now I'm going to take the tape off, and I'm going to unroll this just like we did the last one. Now immediately you can see some differences here. There is a grid with wording. We have some verbiage here. It says StarCraft. And then this one, again, it's rolled out the exact same way. It is all the same color. So that is a great way to tell the difference. You can immediately tell, oh, these clearly aren't the same thing. Another thing about vinyl, it is much thicker. It feels much thicker because it has this backer sheet on it. If I were to take this and peel it off, now this, what I'm holding in my right hand, this black, if you can see that shiny, that is the adhesive. So this does not need anything but pressure to adhere, which is amazing. So I'm going to place that backing right back on there. I just want to share with you. Now it's much harder to peel off the backing from the material here on heat transfer vinyl. And again, it is solid. One side and the other side, solid color. This, almost always white, the backing of vinyl, adhesive vinyl, and then it almost always has a grid or the brand name on it as well. So those are some really good telltale signs on differences on how you can differentiate vinyl if you have it. So whether it's on a roll, whether it's on a sheet, it's really easy to tell. Also, if you're in a pickle and you really don't know, you can get a weeder tool or something like that and pick off a very little corner, just like I did when I folded this down, to see, okay, is this sticking to my finger? Because if you peel off HTV, so again, this is the transfer side, so I would have to peel it off this way, just like this. So here we go. I've peeled this off. Now this black piece right here, this is the HTV material, and it's not sticky on my finger at all, not at all. So if you're in a big pickle, if you're in a pinch and you're really worried about which is which and you can't know, you're getting overwhelmed by looking at them physically, go ahead and peel up a very small corner and see, okay, is this sticking to my finger? No, then it's HTV because it needs heat to adhere. So that is a really good way to see which vinyl is which. And now I wanted to showcase these adorable color swatch rings. These are available from 143vinyl.com, which is where we purchase our vinyl. And these are fantastic because they house all of the colors of vinyl, all the selections, which is amazing. So this swatch ring is for HTV, and this swatch ring is for regular adhesive vinyl. Now again, you can know the difference by flipping them over. You can see the back of this is a solid color minus the little barcode there. And all of the backings of these are that white grid material. All of these are colored. Again, good telltale sign on the differences between HTV and vinyl. And it also has the name Caesar Easy Weed over here. And then over here it says StarCraft HD, which is the brand name of that. So here you can see all the colors. I just wanted to kind of fan these out for you guys. There are like, I think the number is the same. I think there's 64 different color shades for this vinyl. It's amazing. I mean, look how beautiful. The colors are adorable. They have clear ones, they have matte ones, they have glossy, they have metallic, they have sparkly. There is so many different colors on here. It's just overwhelming in the best way. So while we love keeping swatches around is so that when we place an order, if it's springtime and we're like, let me see if they have any spring colors. Looking at vinyl on the internet, sometimes it doesn't transfer over. Sometimes the colors aren't exact. So if you want the colors exact, you can buy a swatch ring like this and say, okay, let me see here. Oh, I love this purple. This is a beautiful purple color. If you flip it over, you can see it says StarCraft HD. It is matte and the name is lilac. We know exactly what we need to know just from the color swatch here. So then you can just go on 143vinyl.com and search lilac matte and it will come up. You can add your sheets to your cart. It is amazing. Same exact thing for HTV. You can go through there and look at all the amazing color options. I mean, look at those neon ones. Oh my goodness. They're beautiful. Beautiful. Quality is amazing. We absolutely love it. Highly recommend 143 Vinyl. I'll have all of this linked down below. But these swatch rings are amazing. I hope you all learned a lot in this very informative video. If you are a Cricut beginner, congratulations. You've made it through another video. I hope that you have gained some confidence and are now not afraid to go out and purchase some vinyl. If you are new to the crafting world, we would love to welcome you to Oak and Lamb and invite you to join our flock today. Not only do we train on Cricut, but if you guys start mastering your Cricut and you want to learn other things, we teach on so many different areas of crafting, from Glowforge to sublimation, woodworking, home decor, and more. We've got you covered when it comes to all things crafting. Thank you all for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you want to know how to work with adhesive vinyl, we have a video. If you want to know how to work with heat transfer vinyl, we have a video. Check those out. I'll have them linked down below as well as throughout this video up on the top of the screen. So definitely look out for those, click them, watch them, and we hope that you have enjoyed it. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell to get notified when more amazing videos like this come out. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you another day for another video.